Hello and welcome to CovUni in Brief, the show that gives you the latest information from the campus. We hope you had a lovely Easter, and now we're back with some more news from your favorite CovUni with me, Galya.
And Ioana Zaraf.
And this is the news. Chidimo Okoye, Vice President Representations at Coventry University, won the prestigious Icons 2013 award. The International Conference of Nigerian Students in Diaspora took place in the £55 million Engineering and Computing faculty last weekend. This was the 7th edition of the conference, whose mission is working towards building a better future for the Nigerian people through the securing of good health, stimulating creativity, and empowering youth stability. Icons is organized by XN Foundation, a UK charity established in 2007. It was first hosted by Lancaster University, and now its ideas and goals are well widespread throughout the country. The nominee should be a student with high academic achievements or extracurricular activities. Their work and personality should be inspirational for Nigerian students. Well, there's only one thing we could say, and this is congratulations, Chidima.
Yeah. Really something to appreciate.
Yeah, if you remember that day when we wanted to do a package in One World Week's food festival, and we didn't have enough.
Oh, so much running.
Yeah, and we didn't have enough information, so Chidimo was the person that I contacted, and even though she was busy with her work, of course, she took her time to help me. And this is not her only achievement this year. Yeah, last month she was re-elected as a representation and welfare officer. So this is a pretty successful year for her so far.
Yeah. Well, so, congrats.
Congrats and all the best with everything.
Moving on. Coventry fashion graduate Claire Maley launches a new business backed up by the Princess Trust. Claire, who launched her own clothes brand, CM, last August, has now been accepted onto the Princess Trust Enterprise program. Using a unique combination of fashion and technology, she succeeded into drawing the attention of the Royal Society Arts on her second-year project and produced a clothing range specializing in digital print. Next came the self-employment course with Princess Trust, after which her mentor helped her develop a business plan for her own label. Claire formally presented it to the members of the trust this February, and they immediately accepted her onto the program. CM offers a wide range of clothes suitable for all kinds of occasions on high-quality sports fabric. You can check them out on www.clairemaley.com, and you can order online or in-store at popthefashionstore.com.
We checked them out. We like them. We like the colors. We hope the fabrics are really high quality, as they say, so everybody could enjoy them.
Yeah, and congratulations to Claire as well.
The future of the global automotive industry is the topic under discussion at a free lecture coming up at Coventry University. David Bailey, professor of international business strategy and economics at Coventry University Business School, will deliver a talk about drivers of change in the global auto industry at the University City Centre campus on Thursday, 18th of April. In this lecture, Professor Bailey will investigate what the global automotive industry might look like in the next few years by examining the big drivers for change, the green agenda, economic pressures, shift in production patterns, new technologies, changing labor needs, and different demand patterns. David is a respected authority on the automotive industry. He recently led an Economic and Social Research Council project on the local impact of the MG Rover closure and has also written extensively on globalization, economic restructuring, industrial policy and European integration. David's forthcoming presentation is the latest in a series of Coventry University's professorial lecture series, which draw on the expertise of its academics to explore a wide range of topical subjects. Drivers of Change in the Global Auto Industry starts at 4 p.m. on Thursday, 18th of April at Square One, the Hub. Attendance is free of charge, but places must be booked in advance. Places can be booked online at www.coventry.ac.uk/professorial lectures, where further information about the event is also available.
Philosophical debates, great comic scenes, and a complicated love story. This is just a brief description of the English adaptation of a Romanian theatre play, whose UK premiere is at the end of the month. Romanian! On Tuesday, 30th of April, Tavo Theatre Company, formed by performing arts students at Coventry University, is presenting Stars Never Abandon Their Orbit, the story about the clash of two worlds, the East and the West. In a small town in 1930s Eastern Europe, where high-speed trains don't stop and nothing out of the ordinary ever happens, the inhabitants, with their petty preoccupations and constant gossip, dream of something that will completely shake their existence and throw them out of the mediocrity. The company's English version of Romanian playwright Mihail Sebastian's Steaua fără nume, The Star Without Name, is being presented for the very first time as part of the university's forthcoming Performing Arts Festival, Spectrum 2013. The play is close to the heart of artistic director Ioana Maxim. Originally from Romania, Ioana, who is currently in her final year at Coventry University, is an emerging freelance director and actress with experience in small-scale performances and theater for young people. She admitted to be particularly drawn towards the idea of promoting Romanian theater in the UK, and I totally support her. The performance of Stars Never Abandon Their Orbit will take place at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, 30th of April 2013 in the Ellen Terry Building. Tickets cost £5 with £3 concessions and are available and can be booked online at the company's www.tavotheater.com.
I think this is totally worth going.
Well, yeah, it's very, I should go in respect for my country. And it's a really great place, so
Okay.
I think this will come out really, really well. I hope it will be well received, but I don't see why not.
Yeah. You said that this is a classical sort of play.
It's not classical because it's not that old, but it's a classic in
It's a classic in its genre.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think I will go because I find it interesting.
Well, the plot itself is really it reminds me like of myself somehow. So
Yeah. I'm always interested into this clash between the East and the West. So really interesting situations can happen.
we still have time.
Let's go and see.
Yes, let's go. Let's go now.
Let's go and see it. Cultural Mondays International Film Festival offers some interesting screenings for the cinema lovers on campus. On 18th of April is the screening of the action film Viva Riva, the story about an ambitious and charismatic operator in Kinshasa who pursues his dream of getting hold of a huge amount of fuel that will make him rich. The screening will be in Arabic with English subtitles and will take place in Charles Ward Building, room B40, from 5 till 7:30 p.m. The Greek Film Festival takes place on the very next day, 19th of April, again from 5 till 7:30 p.m. at Charles Ward B40, showing various movies from the 2012 edition of the festival. Both events are free of charge. For more information, visit www.cultura-mundi.com.
I have to say, if last week maybe nothing happened at all, this week is totally everything is so interesting.
Indeed.
And I don't know. We came back with
The uni is coming back to life.
yes,
After
totally.
then-
We haven't read such great news for a long time.
Lately,
So
exactly.
big up to that.
April will be an interesting month. Maybe will be an interesting month because of the final projects.
So spring, yeah, exactly. Like nature is coming back to life with
Nature.
spring. So is the uni.
Yeah.
Great. Here's the horoscope for today. Let's see what the stars have in for you. Aries. Some construction workers walk along steel girders hundreds of feet above the ground with no worry whatsoever. They believe that if you can walk along a girder on the ground without falling off, then you can do the same 200 feet higher. You feel daunted now with something that you have to do in a new way or environment. Just take it one step at a time. All will be fine. Taurus. If I asked you to think of a dog, you probably wouldn't create the letters D-O-G in your head. You would visualize the animal itself. There's a lot to be said for picture power, and you're being encouraged now to create a clear image in your mind of something you want or yearn to achieve. If you can, then this will be the start of an extremely successful process. Gemini. Although surrounded by people, we can still feel alone. Within your world, there are those whom you have an obligation toward, want something from you, and recently more than one admirer may have come on the scene. Yet you appear unfulfilled. There is one person who can provide what you need. You just need to summon courage to ask them for it. Cancer. The proverbial boot is about to find itself on your foot. The question you'll need to address is, what will you do if the balance of power in a particular relationship shifted in your favor? You're being given control of an arrangement that has so far favored someone else. Chances are you'll soon feel differently toward a situation that has ticked along at a predictable pace. Leo, with realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. The Dalai Lama words are pertinent to you now. You are in the process of building a better world for yourself that involves new levels of trust and honesty. What remains outstanding is the facing of an uncomfortable fact. Once done, you can move forward in a delightful way. Virgo, once a decision has been made or die have been cast, proverbial or otherwise, we're forced to wait and see what's determined by mathematical probability or fate. You appear to be taking a risk and willing to adopt an attitude, or whatever will be, toward the outcome. The sky is equally keen to ensure it's one you're delighted with. Libra. No matter how well or long we know someone, we never truly know them. Each of us has aspects of our personalities we're keen to protect, even from those we know best or love most. When we discover something about someone we know well that surprises us, we're sometimes unsure how best to respond. The discovery you're making now about a certain person can only benefit you. Scorpio. A sigh of relief made recently may have been premature. A development you thought was done and dusted is about to let you know it's still got life left in it. This could stir strong feelings where your innate sense of justice is concerned, but someone else's feelings and attitudes have to be taken into account before passing judgment. A big improvement is coming. I really need one.
Yeah, we do.
Sagittarius. The lever was probably discovered around the same time as the wheel. Maybe even before then, if the stone needed to create the wheel required prying from the ground. Science behind small amounts of force moving considerably larger objects is relevant to you now. You don't need to exert as much force as you believe to cause a significant shift to what appears to be unmovable. Capricorn. Reputations, they say, are made every day during every minute of the day. We place varying levels of importance upon how we're seen by others, but if we're honest with ourselves, we care what others think. You're likely to find yourself in a controversial situation, likely to have others' tongues wagging. When the need to defend a decision arises, have your answers ready. Aquarius. Is it fair to say everyone wants an easy life? Do such people exist who want trouble, stress, frustration, and obstacles to overcome constantly? Some would argue that those who struggle become stronger, however. No matter how daunting a pursuit may appear, there's always an easier option available. All you have to do to find yours is be willing to look for it. Pisces. Lawyers are often faced with the challenge of defending their client when it's clear the client is guilty. Still, they're entitled to defense in the hope that someone knowledgeable about law might change a predictable outcome. You are defending something that you know is indefensible. If an outcome is assured, then recognize limits you should go to in order to change it. That was the horoscope for today. Big thank you to psychicsource.com who supports us and our show. And thank you very much for today.
Thank you very much for the horoscope. I particularly like the one for Libra, that no matter how long you know someone for, you never actually know them.
And that's true for
Which is
everyone,
true.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you for listening. Enjoy the lovely weather that is coming. Ioana tells me that soon it's going to be 20 degrees, which means I will never go home after this day. And
Oh.
I'll be enjoying outside.
Mm, um, take advantage of your last days of holiday, and or for those of you who actually start these days, good luck with everything.
Yeah. For me too, thank you for listening. Till the next week, and goodbye.
See ya.